You are in for a real treat. This episode was originally recorded for my other podcast, but for you, it's been upgraded and transformed, and now you have the Ask the Pro show. So everything mentioned in this episode will now be found on chrisdufay.com, plus so much more, as I've designed the Ask the Pro podcast and chrisdufay.com to give you exactly what you need to grow your business success and for you to have the money, the freedom, and the happiness you want, making a bigger and better impact to the world unselfishly. So now it's time to delve straight into this episode, and I want you to lap up and enjoy every single second of it.
Hola muchacho, and welcome to the Turning Pro Academy, where I'm giving you the insights and info you need to build a business that gives you the lifestyle and income you want, using the world's best know-how and online marketing strategies, without the fluff, without the BS, just dishing out what works and getting you dodging the time and money wasting fads that seem to be so thick out there. Now, this is the first of many to come. This is a solo session. This is where you're going to have the pleasure of just having me unveil the simple must-dos on specific topics that you, the entrepreneur, the business owner, needs to use to build, grow, and enjoy the rewards of a successful business. I want you to soak this up as I'm kicking it off with a topic that you need to nail. This isn't a maybe or something that you do half-assed. This is a must. The power of the right internet marketing is going to skyrocket in flight your business. And I underline, bold, italics, whatever when I say the right. As I see far too many people following and doing things that are just not needed. And it's just like pissing in the wind. It's messy and it doesn't work. Before I unleash on this episode, I want you to head on over to www.turningproacademy.com. Get the links and show notes I have for every podcast episode and sink your teeth into the free online coaching workshops that you can get from now. And if you're soaking this up and frothing on the Turning Pro Academy even a little, I expect you to go to iTunes and leave me a review. Tell me what you get out of this and help me spread the word so we can build a revolt of entrepreneurs growing businesses, stressing less, making more money, and living the lifestyles that we want. I started writing this up firstly when I was on the plane coming back to Bali from Sydney from a conference, and my brain was alight. But I had the epiphany, and with so many emails and people asking, hey, give us your 2 cents, give us your insights, your advice on what to do on all these different subjects, I was like, done. Because the thing is, I work to keep everything as simple as possible. I don't like just adding more onto my plate if it's not going to give me the return that I really need. My work and life schedule is important to me, but I was like, no, you, the listener, you need this. I'm going to produce and publish these solo sessions to give you the quick, effective, powerful, light the fire under your ass, stick a skyrocket in flight to get you moving, acting, and executing on what you really need. Because I know as I'm sitting here in my villa in Bali and I'm heading for a surf straight after I've done this, that this hasn't happened just willy-nilly. This has happened from using and modeling what works from the world's best, and that's what I'm here to give you. Everyone has advice for what you must do, for what you have to be successful, and there are so many contrary opinions because, as my father taught me, opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. But if you're overwhelmed with what to do, this is what I want to clear up and be able to rid the confusion for yourself so each day you know exactly what you can get done quickly and efficiently and effectively to see results, to see your business grow, to get more clients, to get more sales, to get more moolah in the bank, and importantly, to have more smiles, to help you know where to invest your time to get the best results and to build your platform that is going to grow your very own business and bank account. I'm going to talk a lot more on this platform that I just mentioned. And I'm not talking about a lifting platform that you're going to clean or snatch or bicep curl off. I'm talking about the platform that is the foundation for your business, for whether you are running or want to build an online personal training or fitness business or a face-to-face business or gym. Because this is marketing, but I like to learn marketing from the guys and girls that are crushing it. And when I got to know them, they were pretty darn down-to-earth cool people. And this isn't about being a shonky car salesman or snake oil dealer. This is just about serving the people. Your website, your very own email list are assets. I see these like buying property and having true investments, because the beauty with this is you can keep growing and earning from it, as your email list is one of the most powerful ways to grow a tribe of raving fans. Forever customers and clients, they're going to keep spreading the word for you, keep buying and keep coming back time and time again, all with a smile on their face. And this is what I want to keep showing you with today's episode, and with more coming up on the Turning Pro Academy with the podcast and videos. Be sure to subscribe. Otherwise, you're just going to miss out. Now, there's over 100 things you could do each day, but what is the one thing that deserves your attention and that is going to really get more leads, clients, customers, and sales? And today we delve into that is your email list. This isn't about getting all tech. This isn't about me lifting the skirt on what really matters, but to go on how to go about it, how to use your email list, and how to grow it like a weed in the wet season. The first step is creating remarkable content. And this trumps so many other techniques, as firstly, remarkable really means that you're going to impact people. This isn't a piss weak blog post that you put up that has the power of a butterfly fart behind it. This is an article, a video, audio, interview, any type of material you can get out that is going to wow people and get you noticed firstly, and get you becoming known as an authority. And we'll talk more about that soon. But the reason content will see you apart is that, like I just said, becoming an authority is crucial in today's market. There's no doubt about it. It's flooded. All industries are. But that's no reason to cry and be a lemon about it. It just means there are plenty of successes and clients and customers to be had. But you need to step up and get noticed and have these people knowing you as the clear winner for them to go to. Your content has to be consistent. It has to be getting out there to the people. And this is why I recommend, and a part of the PT intensive program that I run, that setting up a proper editorial calendar will have you turning pro and set you up easily to know what you need to create next and have it simply mapped out. As you have to think of yourself as part business and part publisher, like a magazine. You need to get it out there and it be on song and consistent each time. People love routine with this stuff, and that's why I publish my podcasts every Monday. My videos come out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And because I get it done for you much easier without wasting heaps of my own time, because I batch task and I know the schedule behind it, well, that's the thing. And I can focus on what I want with my own training, going for a surf, being a dad and husband, the things that count, and having the editorial calendar set up, then simply having my schedule to match it, then I know how to make it easier. Because for me personally, it's if something's not on my calendar or schedule, it ain't getting done. So it has to be damn good, as people were flicking past the news feed super quick. Think about it like Facebook. People are clicking on and off websites super quick. And you need to be able to grab your target market by the throat and have them jumping for joy, because they know you are giving them exactly what they need and want. When you're dishing out remarkable content and having the right opt-ins and lead magnets that I'll cover later in this episode, you naturally have people jumping for joy and hopping into your email list. Then by taking them through the right way once they're there, we'll also cover that, but you have them frothing for your stuff and easily becoming customers and clients. So you see where I'm going with this, the immense power behind it, and a lot of it's all automated. Being savvy and in the know with the 101 plus things you could be doing is not what's needed. And I want to hammer this fact home because truly, if you're trying to do a bunch of things, you're chasing after multiple rabbits, you're not going to catch any. So choose one form of content that you are going to make, just one, and you're going to nail that. If you're going to write killer articles, just write articles. If you're going to shoot videos, just do videos. Seriously, stick with one, get really good at it, and then you can spread your wings later and move on to other pieces of content. Because content is the new marketing, solving your market's problems, going out there and giving them great advice and insights. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back in a split with so much more for you. Now, I know you're listening and tuning in because you know how important your health is and how this can also catapult your business. This is why I'm very happy to say that this podcast is sponsored by My Body Blends and my favorite, the Superfood Elixir, the powerful greens drink. Now, this is designed specially to boost energy, aids detoxification, enhances the ability to burn fat, supports healthy carbohydrate metabolism, and best of all, is voted best tasting greens drink. Now, myself and the My Body Blends team are looking for ambassadors to join, so you and your clients get the health benefits plus adding in a strong income stream for you and your business. The ambassador program, which is by application only, means you get exclusive access to sell My Body Blends products like Superfood Elixir to your clients, plus giving you the special ambassador pricing and bonuses. So once you become an ambassador, you can join the other top health and fitness players that are adding thousands to their week's income. Now, there is only a limited number of ambassadors we are taking on board, as this is a tribe leading the way together. So to apply and to join, go to mybodyblend.com/ambassador or add the checkout code that is TurningPro, all one word, when you're going to get your own Superfood Elixir to order. Plus, you're going to get free shipping and a bonus to save yourself over $250 instantly. So just use that coupon code TurningPro in the checkout and you can save over $250 right now, all on mybodyblend.com. The first thing that most people come to me with the problem when I bring this up is, where do I start? What topics do I cover? And the thing is, staring at a blank screen can be pretty darn daunting and scary. So this is why using hacks and frameworks, like I learned, say, off Taki Moore in an upcoming episode, is an absolute great way to never get bogged down with ideas and to easily have it flow out. Using these frameworks like a content twister and others, I'll be showing you that you will turn into a content producing machine. The strategic reason that you need to do this and not get distracted on things like building your Twitter, your Facebook, or your Instagram, that's not your own platform. If you just build those social medias, the thing is, they can literally get shut down, but that doesn't mean you're going to be able to monetize from it. But the thing is, your email list is sitting there for you, and easily being able to use it the right way, you can talk to them in the right way, getting the message that you need into their inbox and have them focused on what you have to say and to offer to them. You've got to build an email list, and this is because the power of email trumps your social media followings big time. You're building a platform, and that platform you need to own is your website to start with, where you're driving people back to For an online business, say, such as online coaching, selling information products such as like ebooks, membership sites, or offline businesses, say for personal training, for gyms, coaches, consultants, it's the same. Say, for example, if you go to turningproacademy.com, you are going to find a goldmine of material you will want to jump into and lap up. And I'll keep putting my stuff there for you so you have the one place to go to, that one resource that gives you the answers that you need. You are building what's called the know, like, and trust factor. Your mission is to firstly get people to know who you are. Second step is to get people to make sure that they like you. And then third is to make sure that they trust you. Pretty straightforward and simple at the end of the day. But if you're genuine and upfront, they are going to go through that process. It's about building relationships. And if you want to get serious and if you want to turn pro and have a business that can support you, your family, and the lifestyle that you want to live, you're going to use these steps. Now, second step, number 2, is after pumping out the great content, and yeah, I know I went on with that one, but I really wanted to nail home the importance. And I don't want to get too technical, but you really need an email service. So let's go through it simply, because this can even go into the automation in marketing, which I highly recommend. But you can build your list and use email marketing to build those relationships and get people going through the steps needed to become your clients and customers. And this is about having a simple way to collect the names and emails, being able to talk to them with email, and even use that marketing automation to really turn pro and turn it up. But let's say the frustration of Facebook, okay? You put a post up. You've got people that have opted in to follow you. They've clicked the like button on your fan page. But you only get a small amount of people that actually see it. Obviously, now you can use some ninja ways that I show through the PT Intensive, how to get your content exactly in front of the perfect person, the right people, so you get them through the process you want. But it's known that with Facebook, it's a pay to play. You have to pay to use Facebook ads to really get your message out to the people, to really make sure you spread it. And simply posting statuses isn't going to make a big walloping difference. But I'm not up to date on the current stats and percentages with what the posts go out to of your followers, but it's pretty small. But this is why you need a home base, your HQ. But then think of the other platforms that you're using, say such as YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. They're like your embassies. And then you bring people back home to truly build the business you want. You want to get your social media followers getting onto your email list and back to your website. So the goal today is obviously to build your email list, because all we have is limited time. We need to get the biggest bang for your buck. And I am going to lift the skirt up and make sure that what you need to be doing really counts. So the first strategy was to make sure you're building great content. You can't just go out of the gate and ask people to opt in to your lead magnets and get onto your email list. Whether it's an ebook or video series or anything that you're giving out, that's sort of like bait for them. This is like going to meet a girl for a first date. She opens the door and straight away you plan a kiss straight off her. A big slobby kiss straight up. That's not how it works. So why would you expect someone to be interested in you, to like you, until you've shown them why, until you show them how your stuff and what you're all about is giving them what they need, that solves their problems and gets them the results they want. There needs to be a little foreplay, and a little foreplay can go a long way. That's why I focus so much on making sure, both with my fitness businesses and here with the Turning Pro Academy, I'm giving away content that I know I can sell for, and sell for a good amount, because it's worth a lot, because I want to rock your world and it's going to fit right. You're going to be comfortable wanting to get into the rest of the content that I have for you. So that's why I want, when you sign up for, say, my free online coaching workshops and trainings that are on the turningproacademy.com, but watching the businesses grow from the PT intensive members that I run, this is why I knew that this solo session had to be done and that you need to be able to start using this information. The second strategy is to use a dedicated list building email marketing method. So you've got a few options, and honestly, I'm not going to go in depth. They all work, and my advice is just start with what you need and go from there. Now, I personally started with Aweber, then I grew and I needed more oomph. I went to Entreport, where it was good, but then I ended up just making the jump over to using Infusionsoft. And as Infusionsoft is a beast, but I've been using it for a while now because it's a serious piece of software. But I don't want newbies or even people that have just started to go there. If you're relatively green or you're new to the options, then things like MailChimp, Aweber, or ActiveCampaign will be more than enough. Spend a super short amount of time checking them out and then pull the trigger. Decide on one. Don't spend a day or days or weeks flip-flopping. You're only standing in your own way of success then. Choose one option and go for it. Now, the third strategy is that you need to get your opt-in and your lead pages up ASAP. This is what you need to do. With your website set up, your squeeze pages, or you can use tools, say like leadpages.net, to be super quick and avoid that what is the technology bogged down. Because to be effective with getting your pages up, it easily links with your email service. Those two services talk to each other straight away, and it's just a few clicks of the button. I'm no huge techie, and the thing as well is, you're not a website builder. You're not a graphic designer. You're not this tech. You know what? You're the coach, you're the consultant, you're the PT, you're the health nut. Whatever you're specializing in, that's what you've got to keep doing. So don't let all this other stuff bog you down and try and get into it, because you need to make sure that once you've got this up, that way you have the opt-in forms on your site, or you can send people on your social media straight to your squeeze pages, and then Robert's your father's brother. You're building your email list. So the first question that may come up with this is, so say you've put a couple of killer options out there. Now, there's obviously a ton of what to do, but let's focus on that finger in the eye technique. Firstly, where to put those opt-ins on your website. Number one, the top of your side column of your website. Straight up there, put it in there. Now, I like making sure that whatever it is, it's really up their alley. They're going to know that what you're offering is what they need. Second option is the actual main banner, or what some call as the feature box. So the main banner of your site right at the top, get that designed into getting informed for the person that's just jumped on your site that you're giving that away so they can opt in and get that information. And then thirdly, put it on your about page. Your about page is very, very important. And we'll be talking a lot more about this in other episodes, but let's say real quick, with your about page, don't focus at all about you. It's not about you. Really, your about page is showing what you do for your prospect. What do you do for your customers and clients? Tell them why you're so unique and why you are the clear winner for them. So there's other options that can obviously be on Facebook or Instagram to drive traffic to those platforms and then build your list. And I'll have more episodes coming up that will showcase how to actually make the platforms such as Facebook, YouTube, Instagram to build your business and make sales, make money, and get clients. But that's going to be on the scope of today's episode. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. Now, the fourth step is obviously that you need to have an offer that is a must-have. You must be, as I said before, offering them something that grabs them by the throat, jumps out to them, and then they know is solving a problem. a pain point and giving them what they need. You're dishing out value. What are the frustrations? What are the challenges? What are the pain points, and what are they struggling with that market you're trying to hit? And then what do they want? What are their dreams and what are their aspirations? And how can you give them a quick fix for that? That's what you should be thinking about when it comes to creating and whipping this up. The most important part that so many people miss and the internet marketing world have just forgot, but what the person really is what do they get it? They need to get a result from it. They need a quick win. Get runs on the board straight away. Giving a long ass ebook, it's not going to get read, it's hard to use, and you're not going to wow them. And that's exactly why, for example, on the turningproacademy.com, I have free online workshops for you to build your business. I've made it super easy for you to consume and use. I've made them specific to a problem. Say if you want to double your clients and online income, there it is for you. That specific topic is covered and you get the quick wins from it. So you can easily use and copy these steps and tips that I have and see the results with your very own business. You need to give your prospect, your potential customer or client, a taste of the greatness that is you. And I dare you to knock their socks off and get them begging for more. Create a specific promise with this now. Don't make it generic, because people like you and everyone else with your customers don't have generic problems. You have specific problems. So that's why you need to give something away that's very specific to them. So you know that you need to avoid procrastination, doing the wrong things, and just using what works. So I want you to launch, then tweak, and then improve. This kind of idea of going about it is from the book Ready, Aim, Fight, a great book. But this is what and why it's so important that this is point number 4, because so many people are going to be fretting and wasting time and procrastinating about their lead magnet. It's going to be, what format is it? It's going to be, how am I going to get it out there? No, you need to launch a minimal viable product, then you tweak and improve it along the way. This is a one-day top priority. This is a one-day execution for you to get out there. And you need to make sure that you pull the trigger and do this. Do not waste time. Otherwise, you know what? Stop listening to this. Stop watching my videos. If you're not ready to take action for yourself, you're not ready to have success. Now, the 5th step is to create relationships with your email marketing and talk to them the right way. So what's the point of people coming on in, then they unsubscribe, they fall out of interest, or even worse, get pissed off and not like what they have when they're on your list? You have to keep the value flowing to them. But the beauty is you have the power now of making it happen to thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people at a time. Specific email marketing tips and tactics are coming up in further episodes. So hit subscribe, as that's a story we're really going to want to delve into together just by itself. Also, so many people don't follow up with quickly when they're on people opt into their email list, and they're going to quickly forget about you. And so that's what's called when your list goes cold. So you need to keep in constant contact and also priming them to look for and act with your emails. Say the first email I want you to send is, let's use me for example. The first email I send you, I tell you what to expect. And I also tell you what's coming up, and also to reply back with your biggest struggle. So then I'm already connecting with you and getting the insights, knowing for what I can do to be super precise and help you that are on my list with what the content you need. So for example, that's the way that you can go about it, because when you get my emails, you will know that if you click a link, you will want to. You see that link, you will want to click on it, because you know that it's going to be worthwhile. It's going to be something exactly for you, right up your alley. So the takeaway is to talk to them often. Keep giving them great value and be sure to take charge and lead them with that first email so people know what's to come and to get ready for the awesomeness that you have created. So let's wrap this plan up into a nutshell and get some actions that you need to execute to pull the trigger right from now. So get moving and publish great content exactly for what your market wants. Sign up for an email service so you can collect and build your email list and then get talking to them with email. Get your opt-ins and lead magnets up on your website and even use your social media to pull them back in from there. Create a killer lead magnet. Start with just one for now and make it easy to consume. Get them results and for them to show, for you to show them that you know what you're talking about. And fifth, get them using the email to collect on your list. Make sure that you're giving away great value with every email that you send, and they know that it's worthwhile them spending the time to read what you have for them. Then, as I'm going to show you in upcoming episodes, making sales and turning them into customers and clients is just an effective flow-on effect. And then the best next step is to go to turningproacademy.com, where you can get the free training workshops that are going to get you growing your business, getting more leads, making sales and new clients. Now, especially the online workshop for how to double your clients and income online, as it's free. And I want you to copy those steps and get your business growing from today. Importantly, I'd love for you to get in contact with me. Email me. If there are topics you want me to cover for you, guests to bring on to the Turning Pro Academy podcast, anything whatsoever you want from me, speak up and I'm going to make it happen. This is about you and the quality training for coaches and consultants wanting to build a business that gives you the lifestyle you want. You are an entrepreneur and you want the success, so let's make that happen, and by doing it the right way. And you can't do that sitting on your hands or doing the wrong things that are just going to be spinning your wheels. It is time for you now to get going and to make it happen.
So now it's time for you to click on over to chrisdufay.com. That's chrisdufey.com to get all the guides and show notes. And if you are wanting the workshops where I walk you through how to build your online business, click on over to chrisdufay.com/start here. This is where I can give you the exact training guides and the workshops for exactly where you're at and the answers that you need. Now, every Friday I'm coming back to you with a new episode. So be sure to subscribe, and if you haven't already, you're going to be getting the world's best insights, the advice and the answers to give you the business, the money, the freedom and the success and happiness that you want. And I want to give you a huge muchas gracias for being here with me. And as always, get in touch with me via the site or via social, as Ask the Pro is about me giving you the answers that you need. So ask away.